Okay, come on, let's go.
Merry Christmas, mother!
Nope, 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 no. Okay, let's try it again.
Ooh, ho, ho, ho! Let's tear it up!
No, again. Come on, let's try it again.
Where my sexy reindeer at?
No, they're that way. Okay, you got that all out of your system?
I'm ready, baby.
All right.
Let's do this. Today, we're bringing you our top 5 board game gift ideas for Christmas. I'm Mark Maya.
And I'm Brittany.
And this is
Board Game Coffee.
Let's do this.
It's Christmas, bitches!
Vincent, get back here this instant.
Thank you. Oh, I love you too. I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you.
All right, now before we get started with our top 5 countdown, I want to let you know that if you hang in there till the end of the video, we got a little surprise for you. Brittany, what's the surprise?
We're giving away some games.
That's right, we're giving away games, baby. It's Christmas at Board Game Coffee. 5 lucky winners will win themselves 2 games each. Ooh, but what are they? You have to stay to the end of the video to see for yourself. All right, Brittany. All right, Brittany, you ready to do this?
You mean Mrs. Claus?
Mrs. Claus. Sorry, Mrs. Claus, are you ready to do this?
Yes.
Santa's game. Let's go. Let's see what our number 5 board game recommendation is for this Christmas. These are the best Christmas gift ideas you can give anybody. If you know somebody who likes board games and you're wondering what to get them because you don't like board games or you're just out of ideas, hang on to this list. Hang on to every word. Let's do this. Number 5. And here it is.
So this list we put together for you today is for all different types of gamers.
That's right. And this one smells like, you see, my Santa senses are telling me this is for someone who likes card games and worker placement. Can you guess what it is? You know what? We don't need to guess, but look how pretty the wrapping is. But who's this for? Let's flip it over and see. It says it's from Santa, but it's for Mark. Oh my God, it's for me. You know what? I'll let you unwrap this one.
I want to open it.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's see what our number 5 is. Oh, snap! It's Deep State! Okay, so, Deep State. What can I say about Deep State?
Well, the first thing that we can say is that this game is published by Crowd Games. It plays 1 to 5 players. It's about a 45-minute to an hour and a half playtime, and it's for ages 14 plus.
Yes. Now, Deep State is brand spanking new. You can smell the. I'm smelling everything today. But yeah, here's what Deep State's about. In Deep State, it's kind of like it doesn't deal with like real world, current, present day politics. It's like a future dystopia where the government is broken up into these separate sects and sectors, and each player is like leading their own sector, and you want your sector to be the one in control of all the other sectors. You want to be the ruling government power and be in control of everything. Now, where the worker placement comes in, or where the card placement comes in, wow, this is a hard one to go. Where do we start? So there is like a card lineup in this game that is like your typical deck builder, right? Where you buy cards. But instead of buying cards, you put agents on them. Those are your workers. And you put them on there to accomplish that mission. You send them on missions and they accomplish that mission. But here's the thing. If I put like 3 workers on this mission because it requires 3 workers, I could put more if I wanted. Because the next go, Brittany, what can you do?
I can then put another worker and steal your card.
Well, another 4 works. If I put 3, you'd have to put 4. So she can basically outbid me on that space, and then she gets that card because the game is a set matching game as well. And what I like about it is it's not so hard that you can't follow what other people are doing. So you can, it's got that like I can block you, I can stop you from doing whatever you're trying to do and try to screw you over. Oh, you know what? It's been a while since we played this. We actually have a playthrough.
Yep.
So
we'll put the link in the description below this video. What I really like about this game is the world domination projects. So you have to actually sacrifice agents or resources, but as you start to advance on these cards, you get special abilities or powers.
Oh, and one thing we should mention is, what's interesting about this as a worker placement is you have to commit like 3-4 workers, like you bid on that card, but then you only get those workers back slowly. You get them back one at a time. So if you stretch yourself too thin, you're gonna find yourself with like no workers. So it's got all kinds of cool little mechanics like that. Anyways, Deep State, it's new, it's out there, and if you can get your hands on it, if you know somebody who likes card games, it's not actually that hard to learn either.
No, it's actually fairly fast to get to the table.
Yeah, and so if you know somebody who likes card games, they like worker placement, they like comic book style art, check out Deep State. And if you're curious, check out our playthrough and you'll get an idea of what it's all about. All right, you know what? That's it for our game number 5.
Let's find out what number 4 is.
Let's do what she said.
If you know someone who likes Euro games, then this game is going to be a great game for you. If you have a lot of people that you might be buying for, or that you have a little bit of a tight budget, there is a lot of game in this small little box, and it's a great price.
Which is great, because Brittany, if what you're saying is true, this is great news, because you know what? Euros, if you don't know this, Euros tend to be expensive.
Yes, they do.
But you're telling me that this Euro is not expensive.
Do you want to find out what it is?
It's inexpensive. That's what you're telling me.
That's what I'm saying.
It's affordable. An affordable Euro in a small box.
Yes.
All right, let's see what it is.
Okay.
Oh, baby. Oh, snap. Oh, upside down. Right side up, Red Cathedral.
Red Cathedral is published by Devere Games. It plays for 80 minutes. It's for 1 to 4 players, and it's for ages 10 plus.
Red Cathedral is great. And you know how great it is? We actually did a review for Red Cathedral. So if you want to know more about this, check the review out on our channel. You won't be disappointed. I think we did a pretty good job. I think it's a pretty good review. Anyways, Brittany was right. This is a whole lot of game in a little box. And Red Cathedral is super affordable. You can pre-order this game right now. And that's the thing is, I think it might be still in pre-order. So it might get out before Christmas. That's one thing to keep in mind. But even if not, even if you can't get your hands on this right away, you can pre-order it now. Give somebody a little card, a little picture of the box, and be like, bam, I just got you Red Cathedral. Boom. Drop the bomb. Because, yeah, if they like Euros, because Euros are usually big boxes, and they're like $80 to $180. Like, they can be really pricey. But yeah, this is like, you can pre-order this if you're Canadian. So this Canadian dollars. And if you're in the Toronto area, 401 Games has this for like $32.95 for pre-order.
Wow.
Or they did last time I checked. When we did the review, that's how much it was.
Yeah.
That's a great deal for this.
Amazing.
Great deal. And this game, like, I think it plays good at 2.
Yep.
It plays better at like the higher player counts.
Agreed.
So like we like 3 or 4 players. Plays very nice. Right? That's my European accent. And it's okay for me to do it because my entire family's European, so it's okay. And that's what they sound like.
But that was European?
It was something. It's the best I got.
Debatable.
Okay. So, Red Cathedral, what is it about? First of all, you're building the Red Cathedral, which is actually St. Basil's Cathedral. And now this was the story is that Ivan the Terrible got a bunch of architects together and they're like, hey, we're the best at slaughtering other armies. Build us a building to celebrate, to show them how awesome we are. At least that's the story I remember from the book. And I don't think it was told as dark as that, but that's how I interpreted it. But the game, basically, you play an architect, one of the architects, and the thing is, it's not a cooperative game, it's a competitive game. And you play one of the architects and you're all working on different parts of the cathedral. And you're trying to show up everybody else. So, but to build the cathedral's made up of cards, it's randomly generated. Not completely. There's cards that tell you how to generate the cathedral, but it's different each time.
And I really like the marketplace in this game.
The rondelle.
The rondelle, yeah. I think it's cool the way that you move around the circle and you basically get resources based on what dice numbers are available to you. So you could be going around the board multiple times before you actually get what you need. But,
yeah, like
but I think it's cool. Like, I think it adds a lot of variation to it.
Yeah, to shop, you basically, there's a bunch of die you set up in the market, and those are like your taxis. And this die, if it shows a 5, says you can move 5 spaces. Not up to 5 spaces, exactly 5 spaces. I guess it's like a bus route. And this bus number 5 is taking you to Home Depot. And that's how that works. So you have to get on there. But when you get on there, you can roll the die. So then the bus changes how far it moves because you roll that die and then somebody else can hop on it.
And then there's lots of variations because of the color of the die on each of your tableaus or your cards. You open up different abilities based on the different colored dies. So maybe there's a resource colored die that activates when I move a certain dice, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Yeah, what you said, that their tableau, because people have their tableaus, which is called their workshops, and you can customize it to play better with certain die. So if you can say, I want to put this yellow die, or I want to put this ability in my yellow die slot in my workshop. So when you use the yellow die, you get a bonus based on however you built your workshop. It's cool, and there's a lot of randomly generated things. The cathedral's randomly generated based on a whole bunch of cards. There's also, I forgot what they're called. There's the clerics and the traders. There's different people in the market. There's 4 different people, and you draw their cards randomly and place them around the market. And they offer you special abilities like, hey, you can buy resources that you need, or you can trade resources with us, or you can just get free points. And it's really cool. And the way the scoring system's neat because you're scored based on how much you contributed to the tower. So it kind of goes up and down. You might be contributing a lot and then somebody else comes and ties you, or they build one more space than you, or they put like a decorative cross on the top, which that changes things. But you have to manage your resources properly, and you can only hold like 10 resources at a time max. And to do that, you still have to clear your worker board because you have like scaffolding taking up those spaces. So you got to plant those. It's really clever. You always feel like you're like, I just can't do enough. And you always feel like you can just do a little bit of what you want to do, but if you do it, the next person's going to steal the rest of your hard work and they're going to get all the credit for it.
It's so true.
It stresses me out, man, but it's so good. It stresses me out in such a good way.
Red Cathedral, highly recommend it. Just remember, it's Euro game on a budget, lots of game in a small box, and we highly recommend it.
You know what I learned today, Britt?
What?
The term Euro covers a lot of ground.
Oh, yes it does.
A lot of ground. Because this is also a Euro.
Ooh.
But you know what? As far as Euros go, it's got a different feel. It's got a different feel. And this is more of like a medium weight Euro. It's not super heavy. But it is not your budget Euro. This one's a little more costly than Red Cathedral. But it's so good, and it offers a lot of variety, and it's brought to us by one of our favorite designers, which we can't tell you yet because we have to open it. Are you ready? Britt, you want to see what's in the box? You want to see what's in? Oh, you know what? One thing before, guys, check this out. This Santa tag here. Oh. It's a Santa tag, and on the other side, it's got a chalkboard. You can write who the gift is for. Can you make that out? We'll give you a close-up shot. Anyways, that is a Board Game Coffee exclusive tag. Actually, Brittany has started her very own company, and it's making it's called Maia Creative Designs, and one of the things she's making is these awesome Christmas tags, and they're all wood, and they say Santa. They're so cool. I really like this. Actually, this is one of my favorite things that you've made.
You know what's not cool about them? The fact that they all say Mark.
Yeah.
There's not one that says Brittany in chalk on it.
Well, I write really big. I couldn't fit Brittany on there, so I could, But anyways, if you're interested in these, we're gonna put the link in the description below. Please check them out. They're really cute. And if you don't want to use them for decorative things, because they look like they're from Santa. They look like they were something made in the elf's workshop. But you can also use them as like Christmas tree ornaments. Anyways, that's enough of that. I just thought I'd mention it since we're here. Let's unwrap this, buddy.
Okay.
Right? Okay, yeah. You can do it. Do the honors.
Yes.
What is it, Britt? What is it?
Tapestry.
It's Tapestry.
So Tapestry is brought to us by publisher Stonemaier Game, and we love Jamie Stegmaier. He is such a great designer. This game plays 1 to 5 players. It plays for roughly about an hour and a half to 2 hours, and it's for ages 14 plus.
Actually, I think it's 12 plus.
For 12 plus.
This game's getting better. It's getting younger. It's gotten better by 2 years. But Tapestry is a civilization game where everybody starts their civilization from ground zero, like you're just discovering fire. And in Tapestry, you're building up your tapestry, which tells the story of your civilization. So you start as like cavemen, and then eventually you're like planting rockets, because that's what you do. You plant a rocket. I'm not a rocketeer. or a science rocket myself, so I'm not sure, but I'm sure you plant them. So you plant rockets eventually, and it's really cool. Now here's the thing. I'll admit, as far as Civilization game goes, I don't really get I like playing like Sid 5 and 6, like the video game, Sid Meier's Civilization. Those are great, like the video games. But I don't get really a Civilization vibe from this. But the theme is all Civilization, but I don't feel like I'm building Civilization. But that I'm just saying that out loud, and in case you think you're getting like a Sid Meier's video game experience in this box. You're not. You're getting something different, but you're still getting something awesome. Mm-hmm. And go ahead.
I was going to say, this game's table presence is beautiful.
Oh, it looks great. It comes with painted minis.
Minis are beautiful.
If you're like us and you don't paint minis,
this is awesome.
Get this, because the minis get painted already. We know what I like. The art is amazing. The art on this game, top notch. And every time you play, completely different experience. Like if you play with a different civilization, the game feels completely different. It's asymmetric. I drew a total blank. I'm gonna be honest with you. The studio lights and this hat, I am dying of heat. This is the cheapest thing I could possibly find at Walmart. It breathes not at all. I'm like a little Santa soup in here. Yeah, not good. Anyways, but this is good. So what's cool about how Tapestry plays, other than everybody takes a different civilization. Each civilization plays differently. There's like these 4 tracks. I can't remember what they all are. There's science, exploration, military, something else, definitely something else. I can't remember what they all are.
I don't remember.
But you go around the track, and each track offers different things. Like you go up this track, and it unlocks
science
territories for you to explore, or cards like tech cards, because you can develop technology, which gives you bonuses. Mm-hmm. And there's this phase, I can't remember what it's called. There's like the income phase and the something else phase, which is like the main phase where you're playing in, because the income phase is where you collect all the resources you've been able to generate, etc. And what's cool about it is on your tableau, you have these little buildings on there. And as you place the buildings, you uncover. I like that mechanic. We've seen other games, like Gaia Project does things like that. We've seen that mechanic before. Where as you take things off your tableau, you're revealing bonuses you get. So during the income phase, you score all that. So you want to put your buildings on there. But that's not the only strategy. I've played games where I've gotten the least amount of buildings on there and still won because of how my civilization is. And that's fantastic.
Mm-hmm. I really like this game, and I like it even when I lose. And I've won this game before, so...
She loses a lot, though.
I don't. You just don't hear about it, because he handles social media. No, but in all seriousness, what I like about this is that everyone has the opportunity to win, depending on, what... civilization that they're playing, or the strategy, or the cards that come up.
There's not like a one dominant player all the time, right? It's like when I play like Terraforming Mars and I just crush Brittany and Chris over and over again. It's not like that. Like in this case, Brittany has a chance. So if you're buying this, I guess if you're buying it for somebody that really can't win, if they're losers. Let's just bring it up.
What?
Losers. I'm not saying you're a loser, but you don't win a lot.
Oh my gosh. He loses a lot at this game.
If you're buying a game for losers who want a chance to win, Tapestry, this is their best chance.
Just scratch the last 2 minutes of this video and...
I'm not saying Tapestry's a game for losers.
That's exactly what you said.
It definitely helps. It's a great game.
No, it's a good game for everyone.
I can't recommend Tapestry enough. I liked it right away.
I did too.
As soon as I played Tapestry, I was like, this is going on my top list of whatever we play. It was just like on the table. You didn't have to get through a whole game. Yeah. You get through a few turns and you're like,
I like
boom, love it, need it, gotta have it. So again, if you know somebody who's a Euro player and they like this medium Euro, and it's not like, it doesn't feel like a classic Euro to me. It doesn't. I just really like everything. The presentation about how it plays, it just feels so good.
And we played this with a couple people who weren't serious gamers. They were more on the casual gaming type, and they really enjoyed this. So all different types of gamers can play this game, even though it might be a little bit
It's not the easiest game that we have on our list. It's not that bad to learn either. Okay, that's it. Let's see. What are we doing? Number two? Oh my god! Let's see what our number 2 is.
This is for someone who's looking for something a little more simple.
Yeah, so if you got that friend who is board game curious, but they're not ready to take on a heavy Euro or a big challenge, this is the perfect game. This is the everybody game, right? Anybody can learn this game, they can play it, and they'll like it right away. Brittany, you're a big fan.
I'm a huge fan of this game.
Whatever's in this.
I want to play it right now. Open this.
You want to see? Let's see it? Okay. Let's do this. Ready to see what our number 2 is? Okay, here we go.
Oh, I want to open it.
It's Sagani. Now, with Sagani, if you want to know more about Sagani, we have a review that we've actually just recently pulled out about Sagani. But now here's the thing. Sagani. We don't know if it'll make out. It's another game we don't know if it'll make it out before Christmas. It is in pre-order. And all the resources we found say it's coming out in 2020. Now, I don't know if those resources are referring to, I think there might be like a German version that is out. I'm not sure. We don't live in Germany. I'm not exactly sure. But all the resources we found said 2020. So hopefully this will make it out before Christmas. If not, you can pre-order this bad boy right now. Right now. So, Brittany, what do you got to say about Sagani?
So when you first brought this game to me, I was thinking, oh, I really love the colors, I like the art, but it looks really simple. And then we got it to the table, and it was really easy to learn. But once we started playing it, there's a lot of strategy in it, and I wanted to play more and more and more. So I loved that aspect of it.
Mm-hmm. And it's just, Brittany didn't do her little thing, so I'll bring you up to speed. It's a 1 to 4 player game.
I'm so excited. I want to tell you about the game.
It plays in about 45 minutes, and it's good for ages 8+. Actually, we do a really quick run through how the game plays in our review video, and that's like 60 seconds. The game, it's so easy to learn. This is Uwe Rosenberg brought us this.
Yeah.
The genius who brought us Nova Luna. He brought us Feast for Odin. Just tons of stuff. Was it Le Havre? I can't. He's done tons of great stuff.
And this game is published by Eagle Griffin Games, and I don't think we said that yet.
Oh no, yeah, Eagle. The eagle has landed, and they've brought us Sagani. We are not disappointed. Brittany has been just gaga over Sagana.
I like it. And it's been great because we've had a few people that have come over that aren't big gamers, and every single one of them liked it. And I really see this becoming something like a gateway game for people who are, getting a little more curious about the board game industry. And it was fun for me, who is also a big gamer. So I like that aspect of the game.
It's a tile laying game, pattern building game. So you go around the table, everybody takes a tile from the market, and you put it down in front of you. You can orient the tiles however you want, because you want the arrows on the tiles to point to tiles of other tiles of matching color. And that's what you're trying to do, is just match colors. But you have these little discs, and you only have 24 of them. And you have to put those discs on your tiles, depending how many points your tile is worth. That's how many discs it takes. So a 10-point tile will take 4 discs, but a 1-point tile only takes 1 disc. But it's a cool thing because you have to invest in those higher point risks you take. But if you invest too much, then you get stuck and you're I don't have any more discs to take more tiles, but you have to take more tiles. And then when you do, you have to take the tile even though you don't have the discs, so you have to take these red discs. And the red disc, for every red disc you take, you lose 2 points. So, it's risky. So you gotta match those tiles you gotta match the tiles to get your discs back.
It's good.
It's really good. And as Brittany said,
you have to play it. It's one of those games that just looking at it, you're
Yeah,
and then you play it and you really
I read the rules, and I think I mentioned this in a review. I read the rules, and I don't even know what the game is in this. I know what I'm doing. I don't know what the game is. And then we sat down and played, and we were genius! This is great. This is great. Okay, well, that is it. That's our number 2. Number 2. So remember, if you have somebody who is a simple game, like Azul. Azul is
People
huge.
who like Azul will most likely like this.
Yeah. That's a perfect example. Yeah, somebody who likes Azul and games like that, simple, head-to-head, because this is competitive. Head-to-head competitive games that are easy to learn. You gotta check out Sagani. It's great. Okay, Brittany, our number one game. Now, our number 1 game. I don't want to say too much. Let's get there. Let's talk about it. Let's go see what it is. Here it is. Here is our number 1 recommended board game gift. Now, here's the thing. Unlike Sagani, what's in here, what's beyond the veil, is not for everyone. It is not for everyone. This is a more complex, heavy Euro with so many things to do. again, there's that Euro thing, but it's got more, because Euro's such a vast variety of things. And this is so good, and you're probably wondering, what is it? Just, Mark, shut up and open it. We'll get there.
Oh my gosh, I want to open it.
Don't rush me. And here's the thing you got to know. We picked this not because it's the most accessible to everyone. Because if you're looking for somebody who's into board games, like a board game lover, like I like board games, I like a challenge, I like the complexity of board games. You know, like the board game person in your life. So good. Ready, Brittany?
Yes.
Let's open it up. Go. Do it. I'm opening. Holy moly, down. Tekken. Oh baby. Oh baby.
This game is published by Board and Dice. It plays 1 to 4 players, and it plays for roughly about 1 hour to about 2 hours.
Yeah, and if you're...
It's for 14 plus, too.
And if you're us, it's like 3 to 4 hours. But they're great 3 to 4 hours. It is a long one. This is a long game.
Yeah,
and I don't think we've had a game yet that was under 2 hours.
Agreed.
But
we're always trained, like, teaching people.
Yes, that's true. We've never had, I don't think we've had a full game. We might have had one game where it was like everybody knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
Because we're always teaching new people because we like this game so much. Now here's the thing. I said it was big, it was heavy, it was complex. It is, and it isn't. See, Tekken, Obelisk of the Sun, is, how can I say this? It's like 6 little mini games in one. Because the board is broken up into like these 6, I think it's 6, these 6 sections, and each section is worshiping a god or related to a god, and it's either like you're building statues or you're putting these pillars in this one area up here. I forgot what it's called. I don't know if it's the Colosseum. I can't remember. You're improving the happiness of your people. There's like so many things. You go down here. I can't remember who the god is, but you're getting like a bunch of cards, and those cards give you superpowers. But yeah, the board, it's this huge thing. And the table presence is beautiful,
by the way. Oh, it's beautiful.
Right?
It's beautiful. I mean, I like Egyptian-themed everything anyways, but I mean, the table presence with this is gorgeous. It
looks like it's intimidating. You see it and you're like, holy crap, there is so much on this table. But once you learn it, once you learn each section individually, like when you, it's great. And it's kind of got a point salad-y type of thing because there's so much to do.
So much points.
Holy crap. There's so much to do and you'll never do it all. So every time you could tackle a different strategy, you can try mixing and matching different strategies.
And it's interesting that you say that because every time I've played this game, I've tried a different approach and the game has been completely different for me, which I really like that and appreciated about the game. And there were still things that I wanted to do in the game, but we just didn't have enough time in a game to do it. So there's still other strategies that I want to try out the next time we play.
Oh, we were introduced to this game by Mr. David Waybright from Man vs. Meeple fame. Thank you, David, very much for introducing us to Tekken.
And he was a great teacher.
He was, but he won. So I don't know what that says. You know what they say about teachers who win their board?
Don't listen to Mark.
You know how it is. David, you took advantage of us. You know what you did.
David, I love you. Ignore him.
But yeah, so Tekken it's a dice drafting game, but it's different. You're not drafting dice to build like a dice bag and then roll the dice, because you roll the dice just to set them up and put them on the table. It's more of like an action drafting game, because the dice you take allow you to take different actions in the area that they're associated to. And you can also take the dice just for resources if you want. And what's cool about it, it's got this obelisk thing in the center of the board, actually off center of the board, but it's this big like tower. And it's got a shadow that moves around it. And if your dice are in the shadow versus in the light, so in the shadow of the obelisk or in the light, your dice react differently. So your light dice are more powerful in the sun, but if they're in the shadow of the obelisk, then your dark dice are powerful. And like some of the gameplay things, like one of my favorite games I had actually was I was playing off the cards. So I was getting a lot of cards that basically fed me bonuses based on other things I did.
I remember that game. It looked like you were losing, and then all of a sudden you were like points.
And that's the thing, at the end, it's so satisfying. I love games where at the end you don't know.
I think you beat me by like 3.
You don't know what the score is. You can't get an idea, but you don't. You like, she's winning. He's winning. And then you go.
They are winning.
And then you go, and then the score, you calculate the score, and like people are jumping, leapfrogging in front of other people for the score, and you're like, it's tense right to the end. You're like, no, hold on, there's got to be a bonus score here that we missed somewhere. But it's complex and it's so tasty. It's so good. If you like, we want to do a review for this, but this is kind of like our review because if I love this game, I would give this a 5 out of 5 for sure. If you got that board game lover who likes more complex games, you gotta do Tekken. It's just great. It's great. It's great.
And you can tell it's great because Mark is petting the box.
It's great. Yeah, I can't get it. I can't get enough of this. And good thing is, you know what? It's once I learn the game, I remember the rules like they stick. There's so many rules. So many rules.
Yeah.
But
I find when you're in front of it,
they're all simple rules, right? Because you just have to learn how each section works, how each god works. And how each god works is simple. But there's just 6 simple games to learn. That's kind of what you're doing. You're learning 6 little mini games.
Yeah.
And then when you go back to the table, you're good. But I still use the book, not for reference of what our actions are, but the stages, because there's different stages. There's like, okay, now we're doing this. Now we're scoring. Now we're turning the thing. Now we reload the dice. I still use that because I want to make sure I don't screw anything up.
Yep.
But so good. And I think everybody's like this. We haven't had any complaints at all. Everybody loves this. Yeah, it's long, so we don't play more than once a day. That's for sure. And there's a solo mode, but I've never played solo mode. I'm gonna put this down because it's heavy. Because full of cardboard.
It's a lot of games.
And dice. Yeah, that's a lot. Okay, Brittany, that was our top 5. Top 5 board game gift ideas for Christmas. But you know, we're not done. We're not done.
Wait.
Here, hold on. 1 second. We're gonna do a bonus, right? A bonus. We got our top 5 gifts, and these you're gonna wrap them up. You're gonna stick them under the tree. They're gonna look beautiful. You're gonna make somebody very happy. Mm-hmm. Now, we're gonna talk about what is our ultimate stocking stuffer for Christmas, and we're gonna show you. It's not wrapped, but we're gonna show you the ultimate stocking stuffer. It's affordable. It's so much game for a little box. It's one of our favorite games of all time.
Yep.
And Brittany's never beat me.
I beat you once.
Never happened. Now, if you've seen the show, you know what we're talking about. Let's get it. You ready? You ready? Here it is. Here's the stocking. Now, this stocking looks empty. Brittany, is this stocking empty?
No, it's full of a whole lot of game.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. What? Am I holding it right? Wabam!
Ultra Tiny Epic Galaxies.
Ultra Tiny Epic Galaxies. You know what? We did a top stocking stuffers years ago. Year ago?
Last year?
I don't remember. But
2
we
years
did
ago?
like our top stocking stuffers, and
Tiny
Epic Galaxies was our number 1, I believe. Ultra Tiny is epic. Is awesome. And here's the thing. We're not talking about just Ultra Tiny Epic Galaxies. We're also talking, I have a hard time saying Ultra Tiny damn it. Ultra Tiny Epic Kingdoms.
I'm staring at you.
Ultra Tiny Epic Kingdoms. Also, now I would have the box right here. I would have pulled 2 out of there. But you know why I didn't? I'm gonna a little confession here. We destroyed our studio. What you see in frame, nice and staged, right? Everything around us,
chaos.
Disaster. It's like a micro tornado came through here because we were like, where are our Christmas decorations? Oh my God, where is everything? Where's our wrapping paper? We're not ready for this. But we wanted to get it out. We wanted to get you guys the information right away. And then in the chaos, we misplaced it because it's so tiny. It's so tiny, we misplaced it. But it's amazing. We actually have an unboxing of this.
Yes, we do.
It's actually not an unboxing video just for this. It's a tiny epic unboxing.
Bonus?
And there was a bonus content in that video. And we unboxed this. It's so cute. It's the size of a regular standard deck of cards. And this.
And if you thought the other one was good to travel with, this is awesome.
Oh my God.
This could fit in a clutch.
Yeah. And so again, I'd be holding both up. I would be holding both of those games up.
Yeah.
So Ultra Tiny Epic Galaxies, Ultra Tiny Epic Kingdoms, those are amazing stocking stuffers. The cost, the size, it's beautiful. Just toss it in your, I don't have pockets in this onesie because I just love it. Now here's the thing. We decided to take some chances, and we're like, we got to put it some bonus content, and it's going to be ultra tiny. How can't we? It's the ultimate stocking stuffer. So that's our ultimate stocking stuffer of the year. Highly recommend it. If you're filling the stocking of somebody, and at the cost, get them running the regular board games and then put that in their stocking. Even if they have Tiny Epic Galaxies, get that anyways. Because we have Tiny Epic Galaxies and we got Ultra Tiny. and Ultra Tiny Kingdoms. Now here's the thing. So we reached out to our friends over at Game Games. Hey guys, we're reaching out to you right here.
We love you.
And we were like, hey, gentlemen, we are doing a Christmas special, and we want to feature Tiny Epic, Ultra Tiny Epic. You're both tiny, Ultra Tiny Epic games as our special stocking stuffer, ultimate stocking stuffer of the year. And they came back to us and be like, that's awesome, Mark. How would you like to give some away? And we're like, hells to the yeah. Hells to the yeah. We want to give them away. So we are hoping to get one to give away. But you know what we got? We got Galaxies and we got Kingdoms. And we got 10 copies. 10 copies for 5 people. So 5 lucky winners are going to get, each of them are going to get a copy of Ultra Tiny Epic Galaxies and Ultra Tiny Epic Kingdoms. 5 people. And you know what, Britt? We're going global with this. We're not limiting to North America. That's right. All of you, if you want a chance to win. And this contest is going to go on for two weeks. 2 weeks. Now here's what you got to do. Subscribe. Comment. Let us know what your favorite Tiny Epic game, and then you can be a winner. And we'll announce the winner in 2 weeks from now. We'll put the details in the description below. Well, technically, Brittany will put the details in the description below. Then we're going to pick a winner. We'll do an announcement video. We'll contact the winners. And then we're going to have that shipped right over to you. And if all goes well, we'll get it to you before Christmas. We will try our bestest.
Well, in 2 weeks, it's only a week before Christmas.
Yeah,
so we probably won't get it to you before Christmas.
No, but you can give an IOU to somebody.
Put that in there.
It's possible. Who knows?
Maybe the same size.
Those gaming guys are pretty impressive people.
Yeah.
You don't know. Maybe they'll run them to you. Huh? I'm making promises for Gameling.
Gosh.
I'm just going to make promises for them. Okay, anyways, that's it. We'd like to thank Gamelin for the awesome giveaway. Enter, we're real. We love giving things away here, especially around Christmas.
Yes.
Okay, so hope this list helped you out, and good luck on winning the contest. And that is it. We will see you we'll see you at the end of the year, and we'll see you next week. But we're going to do
when we announce.
Oh yeah, and we'll announce our winners, and we're also going to do our most anticipated games of 2021.
Oh yeah. Merry Christmas.
Merry
Happy
Christmas,
holidays.
everyone. Happy holidays. See ya. Thanks for joining us. If you like this video and you want to see more, subscribe to our channel. It's the best way to keep up to date with everything we do here at Board Game Coffee. But if you want to see more right now, we got plenty of videos to choose from. And if that's not enough, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. I'm Mark Maya, and this is Board Game Coffee. And remember, have fun, keep gaming, be social. See you next week.